The time for talk is over as we are just Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Raiders going up against the Black Knights. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Oakland Raiders and the London Black Knights. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll go again with Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30, and they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And here now, the defensive starters.
And Bighaynes provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. And he's got a noon one. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Quincy Enunwa, 46 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
The left side caught by Diggs. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Third down now following the completed pass.
319. Line left. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Here we go. 1, 2. 1.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, here's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Uses the stiff arm. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the 1st.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Here we go. 1, 9.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's taken down deep in their territory. It's a big play there for Oakland. 54 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. 1, 9. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now this offense ready to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bighaynes from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
319!
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got a man, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cut back, left sideline. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Out left side here to Bryant. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a...
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now on fourth down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. A good pickup there at 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Let's go. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out here in the eye. They'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
he'll go on the ground. And he's got room. Cuts back left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 31 yards that time. And it's good enough for a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to look to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while, the illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Second and goal from the 7. And they'll run it here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Again, it's Bell. He finds some open field here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. The give is to Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. The play clock's running down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Bell fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And now whistles blow here. Play has stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Let's go. 1, 9, 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zach Ertz, 31 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Over here. 319.
Now Rodgers got it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.